Okay, it's story time, take two. I was talking to Crow Llama, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I woke up this morning at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on fire." And he's, "Oh, you okay?" And blah blah blah. I was like, "Yeah, it's not the first time I've been set on fire, and it won't be the last. In fact, it's not even the first time I've been set on fire in my sleep." And this is the story for that. So just like a real quick disclosure, I'm from Kentucky, so there's absolutely, I could sit here and tell many stories from childhood of people being completely engulfed in fire because that's just one of the things that we play with around here. Why so pale? I need to go outside. So that happens. That is hilarious. Usually involves a campfire and the lack of adult supervision. Dog, if you touch this camera stand, I'm going to have you neutered. Thank you. Come on, you kiss. Get cigarette smoke. All right, you ain't got to give kisses because it's smoky. It's smoky. I also don't want to put this out. Shit. Come here. Come on. He won't get up here. I threatened him over the camera stand. So come here, Papa. Uppies. Up. Come on. Come here. Llama wants to see you. Come on. Uppie. He's confused. He doesn't know how to maneuver around this thing. Yeah, right there. Yeah, okay. All right, now come here. Yeah, good boy. Yeah. Look at that big handsome monster. See how big he is? What have I been telling you guys? He's such a big boy. He's such a big boy, and I love him. That's my son. Say hello. Hello. I love him. I love him so much. And then the other times I've been set on fire were in the course of the military. That happened a lot. I was luckily prepared, once you could probably find this on Google because it was a bit of a big deal. I can't remember if it was measured in acres or in miles, but it was like I get it had to be acres because it was like 50,000 of them that we burnt down on accident. I need to trim my mustache. Yeah, you can get down, buddy. Yeah, you and Daddy's sweet boy. Yeah, go ahead, hop down. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. It's got so many obstacles and so many feet. All right, go ahead. Yeah, you can do it. And there it goes. There it goes. Oh no, no, hold. No. I heard vehicle approaching, so he's gonna try and go eat the neighbor. Dog hair. Dobby, come on, dude. Please. They're supposed to be here, I promise you. Dobby, don't do this to me. Hold, big boy. Suzu, F off. Go on. No, pick up. You're a troublemaker. Dobby. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is already take two. Anyway, we were doing what's called a gunnery during a thing called Bradley Net, where we had the where we were qualifying. We had what's called an Abrams, and we're qualifying to be crewmen for this Abrams. And yeah, we set fire to New Mexico, basically. And they sent us out there in what's called a 113, which is a little metal box. Man, that mustache is killing me. I'm going to have to do something about that or quit looking at the camera. So, yeah, one sabot round. And then the next thing you know, there's a fire. And Sergeant Stewart's like, oh, that's going to be okay. That'll burn itself out. We're in the middle of the desert. And then... I don't know, maybe 3 seconds later, it was really obvious that the desert can also catch on fire. And Dobby, stop it. For the love of God, stop. He's such a sweet boy, y'all. But if you could see him right now, my God, you wait till you see the mohawk stand up on the back of that dog and you see how happy you are to see him coming at you at 20 miles an hour. He won't hurt nobody, but God, he's scary. I can't think, I can't focus, can't tell a story. I can't smoke a cigarette. So they send us out in 113s. The funniest part, we had to wear our helmets too, and we're in Nomex suits, which are like big onesies. So if you've ever seen Spaceballs, it looked a lot like that, big giant ACHs. I have to have an extra large, so mine literally sticks like I could make a fist and put on either side of my ears and have just a little bit of room to do that. So I definitely, we look ridiculous. They send us 5-man groups, like 5-man teams, and 2 people got a shovel, 2 people got a pickaxe, and one guy has one of those old school style Looney Tune cans where you're like, ka, 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 and it's basically like a pesticide spray can. God, I love cigarettes. I have too many dogs. They send us out there, and there's all this desert brush and stuff, and we're just like hacking away because they want us to put it out without any kind of water, basically. Those little spray cans, they were a trap. They weren't real, basically. They were just props. And we're out there trying to put the fire out with shovels. And then every now and then the wind would blow. And when it would, it got bad fast. And I remember specifically one time I was standing there and I looked around. I'm like, we might be making progress. And then I see like a single, just the teensiest little ember. And I'm like, oh. And as I'm lifting my foot to stomp it and kick dirt over it, the wind blows and it just like a wind tornado, and everything around me caught on fire. I was completely engulfed. Like, it was actually really cool because the helmet saved most of my hair. I didn't really have any on my face that I cared about, like field stubble and eyebrows was it. And that was pretty much protected. So that was fortunate. I had my thing unzipped a bit, kind of like this. I was able to pull my face down, but I could see out through that, and it was like being in a bottle made out of fire. It was really cool until it started to get hot. And then it got scary really fast. But as quickly as it comes, it'll burn out too. But then it just kept spreading. Man, it was on the news. It's burning all the way down the interstate and shit. But yeah, that's not the story. And we're in 8 minutes. I'll bookmark it or something. These dogs, man, I'm sorry. So we went to one of my best friends in the world. His name is Watts, and he should have been a Fast and a Furious character. He's only about that tall, and he's just like that wide. The man literally was as wide as he was tall. That's not important, but he's cool. Wait, like if you ever seen the Tasmanian Devil, that sums him up. He couldn't really talk or read good, but he was awesome. We went to the land between the lakes. It was me and him, his family, and then his civilian contractor neighbor, AJ, the mustache. I'm liable to just run away from this camera and get a beard trimmer at any moment. If I jump up, that's what's happening. So AJ is cool. He's a really, really cool dude. And he's also just like a bit mysterious kind of, and not like in a chick flick kind of way, but in a, how does that dude have his money? Like, what all has he done in his life? Kind of mysterious, And one of those people, he knows a little about everything, whatever you're talking about, he already knows enough to school you. And he's a very outgoing, extreme kind of cat, And then we're camping. Everybody is slosh drunk, And at one point in the night, this is important context, like, I'm having a peculiar conversation with AJ, and that's kind of the only ones that he's capable of having. And somehow cannibalism came up. And for time's sake, let's just say that his views of cannibalism weren't very negative. And if anything, borderline on the quite curious, as in like openly tell people, like, oh yeah, if I ever got the chance, I would definitely try it. Because you see, the closer the consumed organism is to the consuming organism, the more efficiently the body of the consuming organism is able to break down and efficiently use all the proteins and nutrients of the consumed organism. So, you know that human meat would have to be delicious. And yeah, and but at the time I'm like 20. I'm in the army. I'm like, cool. Okay, I'll eat a leg with you. um, but yeah, he's dead serious, and he's like, if I can ever find the way or the chance, I will eat human meat because, I mean, that's why bacon, the whole consuming thing, that's why bacon tastes so good because it's really close to human. And this story was supposed to be funny, but it is me. So. But yeah, that's why bacon tastes so good because it's like, it's really close to people, and that's kind of on my mind all night. Also, there is a gun. Um, he has this awesome SIG that he brought out there with us to shoot and everything, right? But it's late now. Everybody's drunk. We've fished. We've caught catfish. We're going to bed, and we get this huge fire built right in the middle of the sleeping area, and they had tents, and I had a cot, and I built it. I put it only like, I don't know, just like 3 feet from the fire. It's kind of cold, and so to get to the point, like I get ready and I tuck my stuff up under my cot like I'm in the field or whatever, and I go to bed. And I'm asleep for this, so it's weird to explain, but I'm like getting hot, and I'm not conscious, but I can tell I'm hot. And I'm even dreaming about hot things, And I start smelling something, and I'm like, no, it don't, because it doesn't smell good. I smell something, a waft of smoke at first, and then I realized, well, that's not right. Oh, that's then I start actually coming awake. I'm like, that smells like plastic or something. That's rough, man. Also, AJ had a tent, but he didn't go to sleep in the tent. He passed out drunk, just like that, in his chair in front of his tent. And so anyway, I'm waking up now, and I'm like, oh, something is definitely burning. What in the world? And then all of a sudden, I'm also very aware of a searing pain in my right side, like over my liver. And I realized, fuck, I'm on fire. And I scramble, I fly out of my cot, and sure enough, like this big, huge hole is melted under my cot, like right under my liver, which I left out was one of the things he was like, that'd be the best part of the human. So you see where I'm starting to go with this? So I'm like scrambling, freaking out. I'm like trying to get the burning objects out of me because I'm on fire. I'm not hot. I'm not burnt. I'm not smoldered like a little hot, like you fall asleep. Sometimes a cigarette burns through your shirt. It's like, ow, I'm on fire. No, I'm on fire. There's flames on my body. I'm on fire. And then I'm just confused. I'm not feeling anything other than wonder and just, like, oh, and I can't think. And thank you, Dobby. Please move anywhere else. God damn, you fucked me up, dude. I thought we were friends, Dobby. Yeah. So, but now I'm realizing, like, my boots, they're fucked. Uh, they're my favorite pair of boots too, and they are burnt to smithereens. And now I'm enraged. I'm very, very, very upset. Like, the fuck? How does this happen? My boots. It's not fair. I can't. I'm still drunk. I'm not really awake. I'm confused, and now I'm childish. That's bull. And I'm looking around, and I'm trying to put it together. And then, like, so I'm sitting right here, and then there's this fire pit that's like at least 2 feet tall. So all I can see is the fire pit, and then the tent on the other side of it. Everything peaceful and quiet, and I'm just, I must have done this to myself, but how? And I'm trying to put it together, and then there's AJ in the chair, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. You tried to cook me in my sleep. Because of all the cannibal talk earlier. I thought this dude tried to cook me alive in my sleep. I'm like, it's the only thing that makes sense. He lit my boots on fire to get the fire started like a grill, because I'm up on this cot with that standoff. And I'm like, and this son of a bitch, so drunk, like he tried to slow roast me in my cot. And I'm sorry, I'm becoming now well aware how unkempt my beard is right now. It's all nasty, tangled up looking. I woke up like an hour ago. But yeah, and in my mind, it's making a lot of sense. I'm like, thinking back, if I ever find a way or get the chance, I will try human meat. And it didn't really sound like that, but I'm distinguishing, And I'm like, well, I have to kill this guy. It's the only logical thing. It's the only way to move forward. I have to kill him because he's a cannibal and he tried to cook me in the middle of the woods. And then, oh my God, Vanessa and Watts might already be dead. And then I look, he's there, and I'm looking down at him, and I look, and then there's his gun. And I'm thinking, like, he tried to eat me. My best friend and his wife are dead. He's probably already eaten pieces of them, and he's all stuffed and happy, and that's why he's dead asleep in front of the fire. He's just sitting in front of the stove having a nap, And he fell asleep while he's waiting on his food to cook. And just the position of it, I was like, he's going to wait until I hop up out his bed and shoot me in the head and let me fall back down and cook. And then he was so drunk, he passed out. I'm like, and I like, get the gun. And then I stop because I catch something out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh God, it's what I fear. And I keep the gun, and I'm walking around. I'm like, oh man, Watts and Vanessa, because my plan was like, dude, you've got to pop this guy in between the eyes right now. And then you get to see if there's anything left of your friends, and you got to figure something out. But right now, you got to kill this guy because he is not a man; he's a threat, and it has to go. That you can't do anything until the threat is dealt with, right? So he has got to go, and then I can check on them. But praise God, I see that, and I'm like, oh my God, he's butchered him. He's butchered him right out here in the sand. And I wish you could. I need better angles, like, because like before I had the pistol in my hand. I was like, I like this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I still liked him, and my brain was processing the shock and the betrayal, and like I'm like about to steal. My brain is have to allow itself to murder a friend in cold blood, and you understand what I'm saying? The process. I was like, I thought I was in such danger, and I mean, I'm standing there smoldering, guys, and the fire started on my liver and everything, but I see, and so I keep the gun trained on him, and then I like shift over. I'm terrified this guy's gonna wake up and have some kind of like crazy psycho strength. And at the time, I mean, I was 240 pounds. I had 6-pack abs. I was a bull, dude, and I was legitimately scared still because it doesn't matter how big and how strong you are, nothing about it. It takes one blink of an eye. That's it. And so this guy, he can't get out of that chair. He cannot. If he flinches, if he had coughed or farted during that time, I'd be in prison right now. And I would deserve it. And I'd feel terrible. I would have taken a father away from a family. But I sidestep and I look and I'm like, oh my God, it's a foot. There's a fucking foot. And the shock of it makes me just forget, and I wheel around there because I think I'm looking at the foot of my brother. And no, I mean, I am. It was Watts's foot. But he's literally like, I can't just, where can you see? He like passed out face down in the fucking sand, like just arms flat to the side, like a baby flat on its face. just stand up and fell down, both arms straight down, legs straight out, bare ass naked, passed out drunk, face first in the sand, and except with the one arm was kind of like this, and the other one was straight down the side. So it's like Statue of Liberty falling face over. And then finally I put it all together. Watts got up in a drunken stupor and then come out of his tent naked because he was hot in there. And then for whatever reason, I don't know what he was doing. He felt the need to alter the fire, and right mid fire altering, blacks out drunk and the little arm motion is important there. No, I'm fucking with the fire. Flat into the sand and flung a huge ember out of the fire over the wall, bloop, right down the leg of my boot under my cot and set me on fire. And I almost killed AJ. I mean, that's that close, dude. I really thought the man was trying to eat me. It's been 15 years now since the last time I touched alcohol. True story. But yeah, that was the first time that I was set on fire in my sleep. And that's how people almost died from a confusion. I don't think there's really any lessons to be learned here. I mean, don't drink, don't bring guns. Well, it's okay. It's like a triangle. Okay, we got guns, fire, and alcohol. If you want to have a fire and you want to have guns, you can't have alcohol. If you want to have alcohol and you want to have guns, you can't have fire. If you want to have fire and you want to have alcohol, you can't have guns. Because someone will get shot because the dumbass thinks that you tried to eat them alive in the middle of the night. One thing, real quick. Yeah. Gorgeous.